Marketing communication is the process by which we exchange or share meaning through a common set of symbols. Marketing communication is broken up into two categories: interpersonal communication and mass communication. Interpersonal communication is direct, face-to-face communication between two or more people, whereas mass communication refers to communicating a concept or a message to larger audiences, usually through mass media such as television or newspapers. Traditionally, when a company or a business advertises, it does not know the customers personally, nor is it able to respond immediately to reactions to the advertising message. Instead, the marketing managers must wait and see how people are reacting to mass communication methods, and any clutter from competitors' messages or other distractions can reduce the effectiveness of mass communication efforts. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what about social media? Social media, you can respond to your customers at a much quicker rate, as well as connect with your customers at a much deeper level, which is both true. In reality, social media is a hybrid model, as in you're mass communicating because you can reach out to lots of people. However, it can also be interpersonal, as you can choose to interact with individual customers or consumers if they react to your message. There are several differences in the characteristics between interpersonal and mass media. For one, message flow. Interpersonal tends to be two-way, whereas mass media tends to be one-way. In interpersonal, because you're communicating more or less face-to-face, if not in real time, for example, you might be communicating through messaging or in a team meeting perhaps, whereas mass media, an example of this would be TV or radio advertisement or even newspaper advertisement. So the message flow, definitely one way there. The communication context in interpersonal tends to be more face-to-face, whereas in mass media, it's interposed, as in not face-to-face, as it requires a communication medium to relay the message from one party to the other without really having a feedback mechanism built in. The next one is the amount of feedback available. In interpersonal, it's very high, as it's two-way communication and it's right there. Whereas in mass media, it's quite low. If you see an advert on TV or read an article in a newspaper, if you want to reply to it, you can. It just takes a while to get back to the person that created the advertisement or wrote the article. Interpersonal also has the ability to overcome a selective process. This is because communication is high, so you can address any questions that people may have or any concerns that they may have. Whereas in mass media, it's quite low. I mean, it's difficult to change people's mind as such or to answer any follow-up questions that they might have from seeing a particular advert. The degree of reach to a large audience, mass media definitely wins this one. Imagine advertising on MasterChef or during a sporting event, whether it's a soccer match or an AFL match or a cricket match. These particular shows have huge audience appeal and thereby reaches more people quicker. In terms of the possible effect of interpersonal modes of communication, it's attitude forming and attitude changing, because you're having this more direct, more intimate, more two-way communication. It means that questions that are raised can be answered, and thereby you can form attitudes and opinions. Whereas mass media, it's a more one-way from a communication perspective. It's more about knowledge changing, as in our customers finding out about us as an organization, which is branding, or about our products, which is product promotion. The method of carefully coordinating all promotional activities To produce a consistent, unified message that is customer-focused is called the integrated marketing communication. And remember, when they're talking about all promotional activities, we're talking about the promotion mix, which is made up of advertising, public relations, sales promotion, personal selling, and social media.